Hi and welcome back, guys. All right, so today we're doing a review on Bridgerton season 3 episode 7 and 8. Yeah, because I'd said, you know what, let's do a summary of everything together, because I'm sure people have watched it and people have rewatched it again, because I for one have watched it 3 times. Yes, you heard me, 3 times. I watched it 3 times and I'm like, okay, so yeah, it was interesting enough for me to actually have gone back. I started all over again from episode 1 down to episode 8. So we see the end of episode 6, whereby Colin caught Penelope at the printers, as in red-handed. Like, there's nothing you have said, because he heard the printer tell her anything for Lady Whistledown, and obviously for the fact he said those words and he was there, like, there's no, oh, Colin, it wasn't me. No, he caught you red-handed, and you could see the pain and anguish in his face. Like, this time I want to marry and she didn't tell me this. She didn't even trust me enough to say, you know what, no, let's talk or let's not talk. Nothing. Everything was taken out of his hands and he was really, really upset. So we see him walk away. Then also we see Lady Bridgerton and Miss Frederington invite the children to come see the venue for their wedding party after everything has taken place. You could see that they were squeezing faces. Anybody wondering, like, okay, what's wrong with our kids? Why are they looking that way? And Lady Bridgerton says, I don't know. Same thing with Frederington. It's like, you know what, let's look for a way to make amends, because people in love and about to get wedded shouldn't be separated or anything like that. So we also see Penelope asking Colin, oh, are we going to still get married? He goes like, oh, he's a man of his word, and because they had, so that's why he would marry her out of duty. She's like, no, she loves him. He said right now he can't speak to her because of everything that is going through his head. He's just rethinking all the scenarios and everything. He goes home, also tells Eloise, like, I thought you would have told me. Eloise now goes back at him and says, okay, yeah, my bad. I did not want to give you heartbreak because I was heartbroken last season. That's why I didn't speak to her. But then again, I went to tell you, but you didn't also tell me that you were in love with my friend, and back and forth. She was just trying to tell him that, okay, you messed up, I messed up, we both messed up. By the end of the day, what's happening? So she then asked him, okay, would you be able to forgive her? He said the same thing to her. Said she doesn't know. And that's where we leave off with Eloise and Colin. Then we also see in Cressida's house, where the dad is upset and saying, you know what, you're going to Wales to live with my sister, because he can't have a liar. No, let me rephrase that. He can't have a rumor monger stroke liar child in his house, and because of her claiming to be Lady Whistledown, he lost some businesses from potential clients and clients that he had before. So he was really outraged, like, why would you do that? So she now goes like, but mom, you were there. The mom says, oh, she can't say anything because she too is in the doghouse. She now goes like, we could have found some other family than the Bridgertons. Do you understand? Because she's sure that if they had not mentioned the Bridgertons, they wouldn't have come for her, right? So that what happened. So they were talking about that. And also the queen also crashed. Okay, I'm moving fast. So yeah, so day of the wedding, they still get wedded, because Collins is a man of his words. So he came, married her and everything. So they were in the house, in the venue, dancing and happy about everything going on. And then they show us the queen in her castle going through the pamphlet, and something clicked off to her, or something registered to her that, okay, I think I know who Lady Whistledown is. So while Colin and Penelope they're going around their wedding party, making people comfortable, asking questions, people coming to talk to them and everything. So they decided to dance and just try and let things go, and they will work on it afterwards. So we see that happening. Then the queen crashes the wedding party, because she's like, everybody that is not a Bridgerton, leave. As everybody scurry away, Penelope is about to walk out. Colin now goes like, no, you're not a Bridgerton, so come back in. So the queen then says, okay, she knows that Lady Bridgerton is in the room, and she knows that for a fact, because anytime anybody mentions the Bridgertons, Lady Whistledown is there to support and everything. And Penelope was about to step out, but Anthony comes up and says, no, your Royal Majesty, that no, if anything like that was going on in his house, he will know, and he will have put a stop to that. And the queen was like, okay, she will let Lady Whistledown breed one more time, and she leaves the wedding party. So we also see Lady Danbury talk to the queen, telling her, okay, if you find out who this person is, then what? Are you going to stop a person from writing? Then queen goes back and says, okay, you know who the person is, that's why you're fighting. She now goes like, no, I don't know who the person is. I'm just saying you were young once, and this person is trying to find her feet in the society, just like you once did. Do you understand? So put empathy in what you're about to do. Don't just take away things like that. And the queen thought about it like, but she didn't make it known to Lady Danbury that that's what she was thinking as well. So we see that happening. We see Cressida also try to blackmail Penelope, because she went around to find out who exactly Lady Whistledown was, because she went to each of the printers to find out who she was. But she only got a clue stating that, oh, they don't know who she is, but they know for a fact that she's a redhead. And Cressida were like, oh, and we see her go. So in my own mind, I'm like, okay, whoever you thought it was, she's not only the redhead. But Cressida, no way, there's no stopping, because she actually went to secure herself and leave. Do you get? So she comes back to, she goes to visit Penelope and says, okay, that yes, she knows that she's Lady Whistledown, and she has proof that she, in order for her to keep quiet and go away peacefully, is if she gives her ×2 of the money the queen was supposed to give her. That's £10,000. So she goes like, no, she's not going to tell her, she's not going to give her the money, and nobody's going to believe her. So as she was talking, Penelope's mom walks into the drawing room, because she was expecting her mom, right? So Cressida turns to her mom and says, okay, imagine this, blah 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 blah. Do you believe me if I tell you that your daughter is Lady Whistledown? And the mom was like, that she didn't see that coming. Also, before, I forgot to add the part whereby after the wedding party, obviously Colin was still upset. He did not sleep on the same bed with her. He slept in the living room, in the parlor or living room, on the chair, while she slept on the bed. So when she came out in the morning, she saw him still sleeping, and she leaves to go do what she was doing. All right, so yeah, back to that. So she then tells her mom that yes, Colin is aware about everything, and we see everything coming to play. Like, that's what happened. So her mom was like, okay, we need to figure it out. She goes like, no, she's not lying to Colin anymore. She's going to tell Colin exactly what happened, because she doesn't want a repeat of distrust or anything from his part, to say, oh, why didn't you tell me this? You should have told me that, kind of thing. So yeah, so we see that happening. What else? I'm just doing a crash course because I want you guys to actually go watch it, or I think I've actually said enough that will make sense. But anyway, like we always know, love prevails at the end of the day, and the queen was beyond generous to keep her writing and at least beg the masses to show mercy on her, revealing who she actually was to the town and everything. So yeah, so in a nutshell, love conquers all at the end of the day. That's what I would take from there. And this story was long time coming. Like, seriously, people are waiting like, okay, is it going to happen? It's not going to happen, but it happened. So yeah, so remember, like I always say, we're building a community one block at a time. So don't forget to share, comment, and subscribe. So don't forget to do either of them. All right, so without much, bye.